Hello everyone, welcome to Rizzo Rink in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where we are live for Game 1 of this Wednesday night doubleheader here at Rizzo. I'm Caden Strobe, your solo voice for today's games. The first one being between the 1-0 Thunder and the 1-0 Edge, both looking to continue hot starts to their young seasons in this 2026 PBLA campaign. The nightcap will be the 0-1 Revolution versus 0-1 Pups LC, but we'll get to that following this Thunder Edge game with two of the better offenses as well as two of the better goaltenders in the league will square off here. And speaking of those goaltenders, the starting matchup in goal will be Tom O'Hagan for the Edge, and as usual, Connor Atinson for the Thunder. Or correction, it would be Alec Rubman for the Thunder on the other end, number 30, coming in to replace number 29 for today's game. Opening draw taken by the Edge, who fire a pass into the corner, takes one hop off the wall, and goes below the shot clock as the Thunder take advantage and come up on the far side of the boards now beneath the game clock. First pass of the day goes to Jake Hervada for the Thunder. Hervada into between the circles with a one-hop shot that gets sent wide, and then put off the boards again by the Edge captain and O'Brien. Matt O'Brien brought it in for a brief moment, couldn't corral it again, he lost the ball, and the Thunder players are on it. Underhand shot, one hop by O'Hagan, it's in for a goal. The Thunder strike first, waiting on confirmation for the score, but in all likelihood it will be Michael Borno. And it is number 88 in Borno for his first goal of the game. The first goal of the game as a whole. 13:40 to play in the first, 1-0 Thunder. So Michael Borno opens the scoring here for the Thunder. A quick shot by Hervada off the draw. This results in a sliding save made by O'Hagan. Now the Edge will come the other direction with possession. Edge ball to make something happen here. Pass to Glemser in between the circles. Glemser to the middle. Chance in front. And now an opportunity pushed away by Rubman and the Thunder defense. Another shot gets sent wide. Hits at the top of the glass in front of us. And it'll go trickling all the way back down to the Edge defensive zone. First picked up by Jude Walsh, a first-year player here in the PBLA, who whips one just off the mark, off the back of the glass. And now the result in Thunder possession. Like the other way come the Thunder. Quick shot, one hop, they score. 2-0 Thunder in the early going as they beat O'Hagan down low. And back-to-back goals for the defending champion Thunder, as this one will be scored by Joey Clinches with 12:35 to play in the opening period. Off the tie-up, it's Edge possession briefly, but it's swatted at and then given right to the Thunder as multiple Thunder players in their typical yellow jerseys with the black bottom halves going up against similar black and yellow squad with the red numerics and yellow nameplates in this Edge team. But as I said before, the Thunder taking over in between the circles now as they charge forward. Overneath the shot clock and centering feet coming up empty. Looking for the pass there was Golder, but he couldn't bring it in cleanly. Traeger Hogarth now chasing down the corner. Hogarth comes away with it. Shot clock will be reset here as Hogarth fires a pass that's a little bit wide. Another shot come from the stick of Golder. That's no avail as the Edge offense now, barring a slight delay, will take over. 11.5 to play in this opening period, so 3.5 gone into the opening frame. Jude Walsh to the pass, around behind the net. Now swinging away from it is Glemser, who couldn't get a clean shot on goal. Now the Thunder offense takes it away. Austin Connor coming across the midline. Connor gives for Hervada on the outskirts of the main circle, back for Connor. Connor driving in with a pump, stumbling backwards into the corner, now regains his footing. Connor gives it back out, a bobble of pass there by Declan Hogarth, he brings it in. Another shot put on goal by Hervada, it's sent wide, and it'll go all the way back beyond the midline as the shot clock has expired, but it's deemed to have hit the ceiling. So out of play, last touch for the Thunder, it's Edge ball. Finnis takes the ball now, going parallel to the circles. The Finnis driving in, firing a shot. Rubman makes a strong save. Ball still loose on the outskirts of the crease. Neither team is on it. And now Rubman finally pounces on it as it heads toward the left side of his crease. stay with the edge here in their attacking zone. Now the edge offense back to work. Quick pass to the middle here, spinning into space, and now driving forward and firing a shot. This again saved by Rubman. Now Thunder take it away. On the attack now come the Thunder with Jamison. Jamison a pass back around the blue line. Hovering around it is Matt Clinches. He couldn't bring it in cleanly. Played off the boards on 2 hops. Now Clinches scoops it up off the floor following. And Clinches will retreat around the midline and will look to reset with 10 seconds. Jamison spins. Jamison finds some room. Try to kick it out to the corner instead. Now he does with Hervada. Shot clock to 5 though. Hervada cross country and a shot saved by O'Hagan. Will be caught in his pads for a brief moment, but it'll be edge ball nonetheless. Smarin fresh off the bench coming through the midline. The finishing Co also off the bench for the edge as the offense coming on the floor. A shot again on target, but saved by Rubman. And once more, the edge offense comes up one and done. Now the Thunder, though, with an opportunity to come the other way. Quick pass is picked off. Clinches couldn't get his stick on it. Now the edge will take it back the other direction. Edge ball on the main circle. Sean Walsh around the blue line. Walsh to Walsh connection as Sean finds Jude, and now Jude Walsh into the corner. Wayward of his initial target. Shot clock down to 10 though. Still a chance for the edge if they can get on it, which they haven't for the moment. And now officially won't as Matt Clinches is on it for the Thunder. Clinches through the circle. Up the floor now to Goldner. Goldner around the blue line this time, giving it right back, and he finds Patrick Resch. Resch back and forth to the far side of the floor, and Traeger Hogarth. Hogarth to the top of the circle. Now for Borno. Borno driving in, couldn't get a clean shot off, lost the ball as well, goes up the backboards. And again, it's deemed out of play, and the edge take over going the other direction. Wayward pass here from the edge. The ball was jarred loose. Now Hervada is streaking in at one-on-one opportunity. Saved by O'Hagan as the edge had the ball to start, but the Thunder quickly took it away. Not quite sure what the miscommunication was there, but O'Hagan bails out his offense, and the edge will come up with a new possession instead. Placino takes a cross-check to the back, but he stays on his feet. Lost the ball in the process, though. There seems to be a delayed call for a few seconds against the Thunder, which now comes to fruition, and we'll see what the official ruling is. Jamison will get the 2-minute minor. It's a call for cross-checking. And it comes around the midway point of this first period. Out of the 7:08 on the clock. And just like that, the Edge have an answer. A man-up goal for the finish. And the Edge cut the deficit in half, to 2-1. So just beyond that aforementioned midway point of the first period, the Edge cut the lead down to 1-2-1 the score in favor of the Thunder. That penalty will now be washed out. We're back to full strength just moments after the initial penalty ruling. And now it's Hervada back on the floor with one hop shot. They score. Jake Hervada with a quick answer for the Thunder. And the Thunder offense is back in front by 2. It's now 3-1. .6:10 now on the game clock in this first period. Off the tie-up, the ball is sent straight back toward Rubman, who scoops it up in the Thunder net. And now Rubman on the give will have his team Tim Keel come across the midline with speed. Now Keel will peel off, and the Thunder offense will get to work with a fresh pair of legs on the floor. Coming on is Connor, paired with Goldner. Goldner to the near circle, back for Clinches. A shot blocked down by an Edge player, and then played off the boards again by Clinches, who fires a one-hop pass cross-country behind his teammate in Joey Clinches. Another chance put on goal by Clinches, saved by O'Hagan. So the shot clock will reset for the Thunder, but the ball is trickling all the way beyond the midline before the Thunder get back on it. Now Austin Connor does just that, as Connor fires a one-hop shot, looking to be a 5-hole on O'Hagan. But O'Hagan closed the door pretty fast, and he's back on it without a hindrance. Edge ball to the midline. Directing traffic for a moment here is Brian Daly. Daly comes up behind the play, and the Edge offense gets back to work. DeFinis, the lone goal scorer so far for the Edge, of the pass in toward the goal, deflected by a Thunder player in Joey Clinches, and scooped up by Rubman. As Rubman sees his only challenge come from the stick of a friendly. Now Thunder offense again back on it. Joey Clinches a wayward pass on 3 hops, now played off the glass in front of us. Now scooped up by Michael Jamison, fresh off the bench following his penalty. Jamison goes to the corner. And again, he gives right for Matt Clinches. Clinches between the circles, winds and he fires a one-hop shot. It caught the post and was sent out of play. Last touch by O'Hagan is the ruling. So O'Hagan ushered it to that iron side. Now Thunder with the first 30 seconds to get back underway. Diving opportunity there in front of the net. It's again denied by O'Hagan. Austin Connor turned away at the doorstep. Wind up shot and again blocked down by an Edge player before it slowly winds up in the stick of O'Hagan, who will play it into open space and give his team a fresh opportunity here on offense. Curtis Renard through the midline finds Jude Walsh in the neutral zone. Walsh to Smarin. Smarin with a pass that was deflected away, picked up by a Thunder player here. Looking to see who it is. It's Clinches. And behind the back, look now, winds up in the stick of Michael Borno. Borno pressured into the corner. Tied up with the finish. Now a hand goes up, but no delayed call. Just ruling it a clean play. And we go all the way back down now around Rubman, and that for the Thunder. As an Edge player jarred the ball loose there in the far corner. But no opportunistic avail. Thunder ball now through the main line. Joey Clinches driving in, now pressured out. Looking to firing a centering feed now between the circles, And the pass now jarred loose as Matt Clinches got his stick on it, but not cleanly enough. And the Edge offense gets back underway. Went on to disadvantage though as they come streaking across the midline. That was Jack Lemser. Nothing much he could do there. As now again the Thunder offense back on the attack. No clean shot got off there on O'Hagan. Played instead by Hervada at the top of the key. Hervada in front. Another shot attempt on goal, but again another save by O'Hagan as he denies Joey Clinches in front for about the 3rd time this first period as he has been busy. 3-1 Thunder with 2:50 on the game clock in this opening period. DeFinis with the ball around the top. DeFinis, stutter step. Looking for a way in, nothing opening up though. He finds Jude Walsh now as Walsh comes across the main circle. Walsh pressured around the blue cross sign. Now Walsh passing to the middle looking for Renard, nothing coming about of it. And now the finish firing a shot that was blocked down before it got to the goal. As getting a leg in front of it was Patrick Resch. Going to be a shot clock violation on the Edge as now we'll slow the pace up for the Thunder getting a fresh possession. 2:15 now on the game clock in the opening frame. Starting things off, Declan Hogarth. Hogarth finds Hervada. Hervada to the near circle, spinning away. Got a big check there as he's sent into the boards. Staying on his feet though, and now popping back up with a pass across with Declan Hogarth. Hogarth on the give. Clinches pulls it in around the blue line. Clinches on a hop to the top of the far circle. Spinning forward and trying to peel a shot in again was Resch, but that one came up empty, went off the backboards. Not quite on goal. O'Hagan sees another one go behind him. And shot clock violation there on the Thunder as both of their chances go wayward of the net. And the Edge offense is back on it. Sean Walsh to the midline. Walsh gives to Jude Walsh this time. Walsh firing a one-hop shot on target, but saved by Rubman. Loose in the crease, and now played back to Walsh, who has to force it off the Roman Catholic sign, and gives it to a teammate in DeFinis, who again fires a shot that's saved. And the rebound played off the far glass and Michael Borno. The timeout called by the Thunder as Borno got his stick on it. 1:15 to play in the first period. 3-1 lead for the defending champion Thunder as both sides look to extend their win streak to 2 games to begin this 2026 PBLA season. 1:10 and ticking to play in this first period. 3-1 the lead for the Thunder. No goals, though, over the last 5 and change minutes. Looking to change that here is Austin Connor. Connor slicing in. Connor with a one-hop shot, again denied by O'Hagan. Kicked out of the crease and sent back the other way with the edge offense on the attack. Tanner Mearns to the midline. Mearns bobbled it and couldn't corral it cleanly. Now Thunder offense is back on it as well. Clinches, winds and fires, and scores! Matt Clinches from around the blue line makes it 4-1 Thunder as he matches Joey Clinches with 1 goal apiece in the opening frame. That ends a nearly 6-minute scoring drought across both sides here. Both sides with plenty of opportunities and shots on goal. Nothing getting by the starting goaltenders today in O'Hagan for the edge and Rubman for the Thunder. Hervada off the draw, a quick shot that's pushed wide of the net. And now played along the far boards by the edge. Shot clock not a factor here, as chasing it all the way down to the far end of the floor is Goldner. Goldner winds up, one-hop shot over the left shoulder of O'Hagan, and that will be it for the opening period of play. 4-1 the score to 15 minutes of play here at Rizzo Rink. 30 more to come in game 1 of the Wednesday night doubleheader. And again, it's a 3-goal affair between the Thunder and the Edge. The correction here is we head into the break. There was a 2-minute bench minor for too many men on the edge to end that first period. So now both sides will have 1 penalty given to their respective teams in that first frame of 15 minutes. So when we come back, there'll be a man advantage for 2 minutes, for the Thunder offense. Running clocks begin the second period of play here in game 1 of the Wednesday night doubleheader at Rizzo Rink. Minute 35 remaining on the Thunder. Man up following a 2-minute bench minor for 6 men on the floor against the Edge. They came out in the dying seconds of that opening period. Thunder on offense to begin this frame. As we said before, Hervada takes a pass around the blue line. Hervada on the give. Austin Connor firing a shot that may have found the post, and instead it's sent all the way back down to the Edge offensive zone, as taking it for a brief moment there, but losing it now is Julian Friedman. His teammate is back on it, and that's Brian Andrews who takes it away. But a 2-on-5 disadvantage there on the other end of the floor for the Edge. Will result in now quick shot on goal, and that one found the post. What a great heads-up play by Jack Glemser of the Edge to get an opportunity in front, but an even better look by Alec Rubman to keep it in front of him. Andrews now takes it down the other direction. 2-on-3 again for the Edge. Andrews firing a shot that's sent wide of Rubman, and then played off the boards by Austin Connor. Now Thunder going the other direction themselves. Connor to Clinches, a shot on target, but saved by O'Hagan. Losing the crease, picked out. Ball still loose, a stick now on the ground from an Edge player, and it's pounced on instead by Hogarth. Hogarth kicks it wide. And slowing the pace is Hervada. 28 seconds to play on the man out for the Thunder. Roughly 1 shot clock revolution there. Shot pushed wide by Joey Clinches, caught in the back of the pads of O'Hagan, who jars the ball loose himself. And trying to scoop it up now behind the net for the Edge is Max Polcini. Porcini on it for a brief moment. The Thunder again take it away. Quick shot by Clinches off the post again. Maybe saved by O'Hagan more so. Another one-hop shot pushed wide again. This time out of play. And with 3 seconds to play on the man down for the edge, their defense seems to have killed the penalty. And those 3 seconds will now tick off as the edge will slowly make their way across the midline. Smarin off the bench will come across that blue line. Now Smarin's first give to that far side. It's played well by Glemser. Glemser finds Walsh. Walsh stutter stepping, now giving to the near side, to Smarin. Smarin across the floor, but couldn't connect with his teammate to finish. And a Thunder offense now trying to take it away. Cleanly they do. 1-on-1 going the other direction. A quick shot on goal, and they score. O'Hagan beat to his top left shoulder. And the Thunder again add yet another to their score sheet. And it's Patrick Resch for the first time tonight, making it 5-1 Thunder. .50 to play now in the second period. 5-1 lead for the Thunder as the edge offense looking to get back going. Gillespie on the attacking side now lost the ball following a face-off win for the edge. Gillespie trying to recover the loose change as well. Pressured into his own corner. And now finally on it, it's a shot clock can be set to 30. Gillespie to the midline. Looking for some help here. Good defense play by the Thunder and Mike Weaver. Gillespie's looking for somewhere to go. Quick shot on goal by Renard, but a one-hop scoop by Rubman will deny the streaking Renard of a shot on goal opportunity. Thunder ball now coming across the midline. On one hop, it's Hogarth. Hogarth finds Goldner. Goldner winds and fires and sends one wide. It's played off the boards and scooped up again with a quick shot by Borno that's deflected and sent high and wide off the glass. Some netting now, and it's deemed to be Thunder possession. And it'll stay on this side of the floor as that's touched by the edge if it went out of play. So Thunder ball their offensive reset. Kellen Korb now this time firing a shot on target. That's scooped up by O'Hagan. And the edge goaltender, another strong stop in net. Up the floor they go, but again played on one hop now by the Thunder. As taking it away is Tim Keel. Keel back and forth to Adam Goldner. Goldner fires a shot from the other end of the floor and they score. Goldner will get the assist and the Thunder will take a 6-1 lead. Goldner going across the floor to that far right corner, at least from O'Hagan's perspective. Can't quite tell who the jersey number is from this angle. It may be Austin Connor, number 10. So we'll pencil him in for now. It's 6-1 Thunder. So just within the 10-minute mark of the second period, the Thunder will continue to extend their lead now to 5 goals as being pushed to the floor hard was an edge player following the draw. Taking that contact with Sean Walsh. So Walsh back to his feet, and the edge are back on offense. Walsh with possession now in the main circle. Sean Walsh gives to Smarin. Smarin winds and fires and puts one on target. That's again saved by Rubman, who's had a strong opening half to his day. Pass in front, Jude Walsh had the ball go off the top of the stick and out as he had an off-target look there on goal, but it's denied well by Rubman. Jamison going in the direction for the Thunder. Jamison feeds Connor. Connor gives to Hervada, and Hervada further around the horn for Joey Clinches. Clinches ushers that one to the corner, and again pulling it in is Jamison. Jamison beneath the shot clock now, wrapping around a one-hop shot that's denied by O'Hagan. Ushered out wide now, was ruled not on target either, so the edge will scoop it up before a possible shot clock violation and come on the Thunder. Edge ball, pass to the middle here, and now forced it back away with it is Walsh. Now being really pressured back as he couldn't corral it. Ball jarred loose. That was the Finnis, as the Finnis couldn't bring it in. Now quick shot, they score! Great defense play by the Thunder. The Finnis had the ball knocked loose. And the Thunder offense again capitalizes on the edge fumble. And Michael Borno will get his second goal of the game to make it 7-1 Thunder. Off the draw, it's a violation deemed to be against the Thunder, so the Edge will capitalize here on the early start. It's Polchini to the midline as he fires to the corner beneath the shot clock. He goes to Sean Walsh now. Walsh in the near circle. Up the floor to Lawrence. And now Lawrence to give to Okupski. As Okupski spinning free of contact. Now he finds Gillespie now at the top of the key. Gillespie a one-hop shot that's scooped up by Rubman, who lost the ball in the crease and unable to capitalize there was Renard on the doorstep as Rubman got back on it with some help from a defender there in front for the Thunder. And that appeared to be Hogarth. Through the halfway point of this first game on Wednesday night, 7-1 the score in favor of the defending champion Thunder. In a battle of 1-0 teams here, the Thunder taking on the Edge. Hogarth around the horn, getting a touch as well is Kellen Korb. And now more contact will result in a giveaway here for the Thunder. The Edge offense looking to capitalize, heading the other direction with Gillespie. Gillespie feeding a man he has, Sean Walsh. Walsh back for Jude Walsh around the blue line. Jude kicks to the corner. Now played by Glemser. Glemser on target, but again eaten up by Rubman, who has looked excellent in net today in exchange for Atinson. O'Hagan trying to track a ball down, but he couldn't bring it in cleanly. The Thunder offense with a wayward look will result in a fresh possession here instead. As now behind the net is Clinches, a wraparound attempt, and it goes! What a goal from Michael Borno, who has back-to-back in the game, and now a hat trick to his total. 8-1 the score in favor of the Thunder, and Borno makes some magic happen there behind the back from O'Hagan. So Borno, a wraparound style goal as he beats O'Hagan on that right post. He's able to sneak a stick behind him. Off a tie-up, it's Edge ball. A quick kick out pass to the far side of the floor by Dominic Burpee following the face-off win. Will be wide of the target into Finnis. The Finnis lost his stick and now heads to the bench. Not quite sure where the stick wound up either, as the Thunder will take it away between the circles on the other end of the floor. Quick shot whipped off the mark by Adam Goldner. It'll go all the way back down toward Rubman, and Rubman's back on it without a hinder. 5:15 to play now in the second period. Thunder ball around the blue line. Backhand pass to the middle of the floor, and it comes up empty as Joey Clinches could have connected with his teammate. Now streaking through is Friedman. Friedman gives to the other side of the floor, played on one hop instead by Bailey or Hosky. Now Hosky will play it on one hop off the glass, but not before it goes out of play, and so it'll be Thunder ball. Pass kicked out wide. On the give to a slicing Jamison, and it'll go into the corner instead as Jamison wasn't quite on the same page there. Jamison to the middle, and unable to bring it in cleanly there was Resch. Another shot whipped off the mark as Korb had that shot attempt. Hervada now on it for the Thunder by the Roman Catholic sign. Now give for Joey Clinches, a shot, they score! Again, it's Clinches. He takes the feed from Jamison and makes it 9-1 in the first half. Second time today that Joey Clinches has found the back of the net, as he has his first since back at the 12:35 mark of the first period. 9-1 the score now, as the Thunder continuing to pull away. The Edge had a quick answer there in that first period as they made it 2-1 early, but since then 7 straight goals scored by the Thunder. Another face-off win, and taking it away is Dominic Burpee, who's done a good job so far for the Edge in that main circle. Quick pass, bobbled and dropped by the intended target of Okupski. Now he fires to the middle and taking a big check there, and falling to the heart of the floor was Sean Walsh. Walsh's shot came off the mark, and that winds up hovering around the stick of multiple players there against the boards. Tim Keel being a Thunder representative, and Keel will get the benefit of the doubt here as a violation is called on the Edge. Thunder ball to the direction, a one-hop shot over the left shoulder of O'Hagan, played off that far glass. Now back for Hogarth, and he'll see that one deflect off of, I guess, a Thunder player in front before it hit the back netting and went out of play. Last touch Thunder, edge ball. DeFinis in the nearest circle. DeFinis couldn't bring it in cleanly, but between his legs as well. So it'll wind up heading in the direction in favor of the Thunder. 2.5 to play in the second period. And now Andrews plays it off the glass. Andrews finds Jamison of the Thunder, but neither side can bring it in cleanly. As now Andrews trying to chase it down, but calls for a timeout. Will now be answered by the Edge. As with 2:15 to play in the second period, it'll be a 9-1 lead for the Thunder heading into the first Edge break. .2:15 and ticking, now well below that in the second period. Coming out of the Edge timeout, it is Edge possession. A one-hop shot saved made by Rubman as he kicks to the corner and finds Hervada. Hervada, though, unable to get it cleanly, and it's taken away for a brief moment by another Edge player in Clinches, or correction, in Glemser. But Glemser couldn't get it cleanly into his stick either, and so the Thunder will take over on offense. Thunder ball. Pass in for Connor, over the top, another kick save made by O'Hagan, who while conceding 9 goals today, has made a few saves that have been more than impressive in this afternoon's affair. Another quick shot by Connor on the mark, and again saved by O'Hagan. As the ball jarred loose into that far corner, taken away by the Thunder player, and a timeout called by the Thunder side with 1:14 to play in the second. Clock running for a few extra moments here to 1:06 and still ticking. 9-1 the score, maybe the Thunder heading into the Thunder timeout, as 1:02 will be that final timeout time. Coming out of Thunder timeout, possession is awarded to the team on offense with under a minute now to play in the second period. Pardon me. A quick goal scored again by the Thunder offense in Austin Connor, and it's 10-1 Thunder. Second goal today for Connor, and now with the clock running under 50 seconds, it's a 9-goal deficit for the Edge. Off a tie-up, it's again Edge possession. Hervada the face-off win. A chance in front. Another kick save made by O'Hagan. As Traeger Hogarth had a good look in front, but was denied by O'Hagan's shoulder. Rubman now the other direction. He's tied up. From this Murphy going the other way. He couldn't bring it in cleanly. Murphy now shoves the man down. A clean play there on Hogarth. And the ball walks elbow down the other end of the floor. Last second chance for here for the Thunder. Another one put off the post. As getting a chance in front there to end the second period was Adam Goldner, but Goldner will come up empty as we hit the second intermission. 10-1 the lead for the defending champion Thunder, looking to improve to 2-0 on their season, and 15 minutes away from doing just that. 8:30 in the books and 15 more to come from Rizzo Rink in Wednesday number 2 of the PBLA season. Running clock to begin the third period of play here at Rizzo Rink. A 10-1 lead in favor of the Thunder, as the matchup of O'Hagan versus Rubman will remain in their respective goals here. O'Hagan for the Edge, Rubman for the Thunder. Rubman pitching a 1 goal in 30-minute span so far, as he has looked excellent in net. Face-off win here for Murphy as he slips down but gets back to his footing. Murphy now have 3 straight face-off wins in the main circle. He finds the Finesse now as the Finesse plays it in front of the boards near us. The Finesse finds Jude Walsh. Walsh center steps, now charges forward. A one-hop shot on target, but saved by Rubman as Walsh pressured up against the shot clock. And Rubman's Thunder will take it the other direction. Up the floor, Mike Weaver. Weaver weaving in and out between defenders now. A one-hop pass that goes behind the net over the top of O'Hagan and finds the iron. Rebound is in front, still loose, as charging at it was Patrick Resch. He couldn't get it cleanly. It'll go all the way back down the floor in front of the Thunder bench. Thunder ball now as Resch again chases it down. Resch finds Austin Connor. Connor between the circles, winds up, shot fired, and they pushed it wide as Resch corrals it. Resch on the give, another underhand shot that finds straight glass behind the net, as Michael Borno had that one off target. Up the floor, Alec Rubman, last-ditch effort is on target behind O'Hagan. And that will result in a shot clock violation for Thunder offense as the Edge are back on it with numbers the other way. To finish on the give, Luke Okupski will now patrol the midline and slow the pace here for the Edge, directing traffic in front of him. Okupski weaves on a give and straight through to finish, looking for the finish there. Almost went into the stick of Friedman as well. Another one is on it cleanly, and Thunder offense is back on it instead. Tim Keel pivots and now retreats around the midline, but Keel now recovers up against the far glass. Keel gives to Weaver. Weaver to the near circle. Weaver finds Jamison. Jamison on the give. Beneath the net, over the top, denied again by O'Hagan. And the ball still loose behind the net. And another shot clock violation forced by the Edge defense that has looked extremely strong to begin this third period of play. Back-to-back shot clock violations forced against the Thunder. Joey Jack Glemser will spin free and now recover as Glemser finds Gillespie for the Edge offense. Gillespie winds up, fires a shot on one hop, put it off the glass. The Finesse tracks it down instead, and the Finesse will now do the rest of the work himself around the blue line. Looking for Renard, but he couldn't bring it in cleanly either, and Rubman and the Thunder will begin play the other direction. Rubman up the floor, he finds Patrick Resch. Resch on the behind the back feed to the middle between the circles to Hogarth. It's Traeger Hogarth taking it away. Hogarth to the middle, a shot, making a save there again is O'Hagan, as Brian Daly, the captain, had a chance in front as well. Edge ball the other way. Looking at a second goal to their total here before the end of regulation time. Defense around the main line. Defense gives for Jude Walsh. Walsh pressured out. Walsh with space, firing a shot, saved by Rubman. The rebound goes around Defense, and we played now at the far boards. Nice hit at the horn. Defense pushed it wide, and Rubman does not see a clear challenge. Violation on the edge offense. Thunderball the other direction. Declan Hogarth from the corner. Hogarth up the floor to Brian Daly. Daly now to the far corner this time as it's pulled in by Clinches. Clinches to the middle, wayward look as he finds Daly instead. Making the best of an odd pass there for the Thunder. Now Daly tracks it down. Clinches on the get. Clinches, one hot shot pushed wide. Rebound pulled in by the Thunder. And again, Clinches centering feed. Daly, did he get in? He did not. It was pushed again wide by Hagan. This time off the mark. And it's a shot clock violation for the third consecutive possession on the Thunder. More great defense here for the Edge. They'll make some changes here before the new possession. Defenders directing traffic. They're just waiting for a pass here that does not come. Bernard takes it instead. Bernard ushered to the corner this time. Bernard desperately trying to pry it loose. He's checked down in front of the crease. And no clean shot got off. It's a violation on the edge as Renard wound up in the paint. And Thunder ball again the other way. Adam Goldner will put it into the stick of Hogarth. Hogarth to the blue line, to the nearest circle. Hogarth cutting in with space. Hogarth charging in, firing a shot that went 5-hole on O'Hagan. But the edge goaltender kept it out of the net. And again into the crease and looking to back out was an Edge player in front of O'Hagan. Can't quite tell who that is from our vantage point. Maybe Spencer Homan, but again, unable to tell cleanly. One hop shot again off the pads of O'Hagan. It's kicked out wide. Rebound to the shooter in Joey Clinches. Clinches. The behind the back shot from Goldner now this time. It's again wide to the left of O'Hagan. Goldner centering to the middle, and then it goes to Austin Connor. Fires and scores. The first goal of the third period comes at roughly 7 minutes in, and it's 11-1 the Thunder. .8:20 to play in the third period. 11-1 the lead now for the Thunder, following Austin Connor's third goal of the afternoon. And now back-to-back scores to his mark. And Edge player went down hard following the draw. So did a Thunder player on the midline. That was Dominic Burfee of the Edge. He was taken down along the face-off circle nearby us. Less than 8 to play now in the third period. And the Thunder, with still lots of time on the clock, will begin killing some clock here, looking to window dress an 11-1 victory as it currently stands. Lawrence ties up a Thunder player who hit the floor. Ball knocked loose. The hand is up for delayed call, and calls for Rubman now to return to his net as the Thunder will pass on the 6-on-5 opportunity, but will now take one for 2 minutes. On the third penalty of the game between both sides, the first since the dying seconds of the first period. And this one goes against Chris Lawrence of the Edge, as he had his arm wrapped around the upper body of one of the Thunder players on the far sideline. They hit the floor hard, but obviously unintentional. The motion happened to result in that type of a hold, and a penalty nonetheless. 7:15 to play in the third period now. 11-1 Thunder as they can kill About a minute 30 remaining in this game with the man-up advantage. Now wayward pass picked off by Andrews this time as the Thunder offense is patiently awaiting an opportunity. Now Joey Clinches jars the ball loose from Andrews. The Thunder offense can again try it. Connor on the give. Out across for Clinches, who couldn't bring it in and played off the boards. Clinches in the middle, quick shot, they score! Clinches on the assist, and it's Adam Goldner with yet another goal to his total. And now 12-1 the lead for the Thunder. .6:05 to play in the third now. 12-1 the lead again for the Thunder offense. The violation called in the face-off against the Thunder, so it'll be the Edge taking over with another opportunity to head the other direction. Jude Walsh on the blue line. Walsh facilitates, finding a pass in front of the blue cross sign. Now whips another shot on goal. DeFinis, he scores! DeFinis has both in the game for the Edge offense, and he makes it 12-2. DeFinis' latest goal comes roughly 32 minutes after his first, but he does get that second one on the board. Murphy with some contact following the face-off, and will be deemed Edge ball. Sorry, Thunder ball, as a little bit too much contact there from the Edge face-off man. Hervada takes it for the Thunder in the main circle. Hervada gives to the far side this time, as it's pulled into the stick of Kellen Cord. Cord out across with a bobble and a drop now from Daly. As Daly kicks it out instead. Korb on the feed. Korb finds Weaver. Weaver off the mark. Recovered and put back off the mark again by another Thunder player. That was Clinches in the corner. And the shot clock will reset as the Edge take over following that one going out of play. Edge ball with Gillespie. Gillespie across the midline. Smarin takes it. Smarin back for Gillespie, who couldn't corral it cleanly. The Edge with two defenders there looking to chase the ball down. They can't do that either, as Daly will swap that one back across the midline yet again. Gillespie's on it from the Edge. The shot clock down to 5. Gillespie in front of the scorer's table, looking for help. Smarin cutting on. Gillespie, the shot clock to 0 now. And there'll be a violation on the Edge. Gillespie had no chance to get one on target. Less than 4 to go now in the third period. Both of these teams in our second game of the doubleheader warming up now behind me. It's the Revolution and Pups getting ready to go for the 8 o'clock game. 12-2 to score here in the 7 o'clock. As charging forward is Resch for the Thunder, looking to put the finishing touches on a dominant victory here in game 1. As Resch put that one on target, but saved by O'Hagan. Another one is in for the goal. Patrick Resch finds the back of the net for the second time today. The first is the 12-19 mark at the second period, and it's yet again an 11-goal affair at 13-2. Less than 3 to go now in regulation time. It'll be a Thunder victory in a dominant fashion, but we'll see what the final score will be. Another one saved by O'Hagan, who again has had not one of the worst days and probably one of the stronger performances among 13 goals allowed games. He has made some very good saves. Another kick save there in the crease. And the score can certainly be a lot worse without O'Hagan in net for the yesterday. Sean Walsh takes it. Walsh across the finish wants a hat trick, but he can't find the back of the net this time. It's kicked out wide and played again by Sean Walsh. Walsh now in for Gillespie. Behind the net, the finish looking for a potential pass and does not come for the moment. Shot clock down to 2 until 1. A behind the back chance goes nowhere. And the Edge come up empty as Smarin, the last man to touch it. 2 to go now in the third. Michael Borno around the far side of the floor now. Austin Connor charging in, and Connor has his 4th. An off-speed shot. He beats O'Hagan to his left, and it's 14-2 Thunder. .133 to play in the second period. Face-off is again won by Dominic Burfee at the edge. Burfee, following the face-off win, will send one in deep. It's now played by Glemser. Glemser kicks it out. It's cutting in toward the net was Friedman, but Friedman couldn't corral it, and it's played off the glass by Renard. Renard to the midline. Renard charges in, fires a shot off the mark of Rubman, and now the rebound goes to the Thunder, who will evade a shot clock violation here with a launch down the floor. Recovered and put on goal, but denied by Hogarth, or denied by Rubman. As now the edge offense heads the other direction. Another shot saved by Rubman. Okupski plays it in the corner. 40 seconds on the game clock as Okupski's pass a little bit wide of his target and Sean Walsh. But Walsh now brings down the second effort. Walsh around the blue line. Walsh cutting in, a shot whipped on goal. A great shot there from Glemser. But a better save by Rubman as he puts his left shoulder in front. Shot clock to 23, game clock to 23 seconds, pardon me, as that pass went out of play. Shot clock no longer a factor here. 15 on the game clock as the Edge look to possibly get one more to their total before the game's end. Glemser into the corner behind the net. Glemser wraparound, chance again denied by Rubman. And that will be it for a 14-2 victory in Game 1 of this Wednesday night doubleheader as the defending champion Thunder take down the Edge. That'll do it for Game 1. Again, a 14-2 win for the Thunder. And the start of the show was Alec Rubman coming in for the usual starter in net, Connor Atinson. But Rubman does his job exceptionally well. Only 2 goals allowed through 45 minutes of play. We'll be back for Game 2 of the Revolution taking on the Pups in just 4 minutes here at Rizzo Rink. We will see you then following this 14-2 Thunder win. Hello everyone, welcome back to Rizzo Rink for Game 2 of this Wednesday night doubleheader here in Philadelphia. I'm Caden Stewart. I'll be your solo voice for the second game of the Wednesday night doubleheader. As in Game 1, the Thunder took down the Edge by a final score of 14-2 across 45 minutes of play. The Revolution and Pups looking to turn their seasons around here at Battle of 0-1 teams compared to Battle of 1-0 in that first game. As either side looking to get some momentum back in their favor. A second ball now comes on the floor following the opening draw. Not quite sure where it came from as there's netting behind the far end of the floor. So not quite sure about that, but we'll get things reset. As again, the Revolution and Pups will get back underway. As now the Revolution win the opening draw, the first time wearing these new white and blue jerseys in the PBLA, and I very much like them here. Very good jersey matchup here as the Revolution come in their road whites with the blue numerics, pardon me, and some blue trim at the bottom. The Pups coming in and they're almost all orange with some black top and bottom. 30 seconds, another quick shot on target, but saved by the typical starter, Victoria Sloan. As Sloan, the first-year Pup, following a stint with the Edge last season. And Sloan makes her first save on her first opportunity of the night. On the other end, it'll be Sid Johansson for the Revolution, as those two will be your opening starters to see if anything changes as the game goes on. As another side shying away from the goaltender change here and there. Lindsay, the first shot of the day for the Pups, is turned away. Second chance again, another sliding opportunity as Johansson kicked that one loose from the crease. And again, the Revolution trying to chase down the far side. They can't get it on it cleanly though. And so it'll be Pup ball along these far boards. 13:45 to play in the first period. Still scoreless in the early going as the Pups take it away with Nick Fox in the main circle. Fox finds and fires, it scores! And now officially underway as the Pups will fire that one from around the blue line, and it's Nick Fox with his first goal of the afternoon, 90 seconds in. To recap, last week the Pups dropped the game 9-8 in a loss versus the defending champion Thunder. A back-and-forth game that was. Neither side leading by more than 3 over the course of the game. But the Pups getting the rough end of the stick there. As they lose 9-8. On the Revolution, it was a little more lopsided. 15-4 dropping to the Outlaws there on Wednesday night. And we'll see if either side can bounce back today. One of them will have to. We're going to go 1-1 on the season. The Revolution offense looking to change it here as a quick shot on target. Denied by Sloan, and the Pup defense will head the other direction. Wayward pass series that coming across the midline for the Pups was Reese Childs. And now Childs is the wayward look will be played off the glass on one hop, and now scooped up by Krzyzewski. And now we'll have our first penalty of the day assessed here. It looks to be against the Revolution bench. So it'll be a 2-minute penalty for an illegal cross-check against Sebastian Hamilton of the Revolution. That comes roughly 2.5 minutes into play here at Rizzo. And our first man-up advantage here for the Pups to begin this game. Quick pass across, pushed wide, recovered by Charlene, who fires another one off the mark. And again, back to Charlene for a second early rebound. Pass kicked off the far boards. Ryan Rafferty pulls it in. Rafferty on the give, shot denied, being tossed down. There was a Pup in front. With some extra contact following the play as Sean Quinn, who took the brunt of the contract there. The shot clock does reset though for the Pups. Hard contact, cutting in, firing a shot, but denied. As charging forward was Solomon Hess. And Hess's first look and best look so far is turned away by Sid Johansson. Tie up around mid-floor, and the Pups are on it with some space. But Quinn can't get on it cleanly as he was shuffling it around on the main line. But now is on it. Quinn on the give, back and forth. He goes to the far end of the floor now, and Lazy Hamill. Now to Nick Fox. Fox a shot again, he scores. The same spot above the far face-off circle, but beneath the blue line, and he makes it 2-0. Early start there for the Revolution is being whistled off, and now coming off is James Riley, but he'll actually stay on for the Revolution. Pups ball, as the Pups go on offense following the early start from the Revolution in the face-off circle. It's Lindsay, top of the near circle, as Lindsay kicks that one out. Holding it for a moment now driving in toward the net is Charlene, pardon me. As Charlene again fires it wide. Lindsay pulls it in. Lindsay winds and fires. It's blocked down. Goes back into the stick of Lindsay instead. Lindsay another shot off the top of the shoulder of Johansson and out wide off the back netting. And a big Revolution ball going the other direction. Pass kicked out wide to Scott McMillan. McMillan on a one-hop pass to the middle was looking again for Riley, who couldn't bring it in cleanly. And once more, the Revolution will try things out here. Sid McMaster also had a chance in front, but couldn't get the ball into his stone stick. And the Pups streaking in toward the net with Colin Bozak. Will have to slow the pace as Bozak couldn't bring it in cleanly himself. Bozak finds Hess. Hess spins. Hess tied up still, and that gives it out wide into the corner for a teammate. As chasing after it is the 34 of Eliza Hamill. Now Eliza Hamill out wide, and Nick Fox has his third goal of the early going. The assist to Eliza Hamill, and it's 3-0 within 6 minutes, and all three for Nick Fox. .45 ticking off the clock here in the opening period. Ground ball scooped up and taken away by Matthew Reuter. Reuter couldn't bring it in, and the Revolution head the other direction with it. And now being overled, Brandon Reese as he plays it off one hop off those far boards. Wayward pass now past the second McMaster. Will go all the way into the corner. Play beneath the shot clock and caught in the back netting behind Victoria Sloan, who now is on it for the Pups. Sloan dishes beneath the USA ball hockey sign there on the far boards. It's puck ball yet again. Tyler Kostak. With the shot clock expiring there, it wasn't properly reset, I guess, but it'll be deemed puck ball as it should, as Kostak does come off regardless. A little bit uncertain. Unsure, pardon me, is what was happening there with the shot clock. But the shot clock may appear to be having issues here, as it will stay at 0, but fresh possession for the Pups will come about as the pass in the middle of the floor comes up empty as Ryan Rafferty had a chance at it. Now the shot clock back and functioning properly, as Kostak will play it up against the far glass. Kostak couldn't chase it down in time. Underhand shot shuffled toward the net, but pushed wide. As Scott McMillan yet again charges at the net, but it comes up empty. Big check into the boards there as Jaden Cox took a shot. Victoria Sloan will see that ball trickle around behind her own net. Shot clock down to 5 as Sloan doesn't see a direct challenge. Nicholas Cost spinning free, and no shot gets off before the shot clock horn goes, as Cost was tied up at the top of this near circle. Tyler Kostak with a 2-minute minor for slashing here for the Pups. It'll be their first penalty of the early part of this game. Now both sides going a man down for a period of time so far. The Pups killed, the Revolution probably killed their man down, but Nick Fox looking to add a 4th goal here on their own man down, but couldn't do just that as it over the top of the nearest shoulder of Johansson. 6:15 to play now in the first period. 3-0 the lead for the Pups, all 3 for Nick Fox, who now has his 4th shot attempt of the day. Revolution ball on offense. Nicholas Cost between the circles. Cost couldn't corral it. Quinn up the floor. Quinn overled Fox, who places it on one hop off the boards. Fox now back on it. Fox looking to create room. Double teamed. Fox on target again, saved by Johansson. And that shot from Nick Fox just so fast off the wrist. As again, Johansson gets in front of it. Another shot as that one's wound up and whipped off the target to go all the way back down toward Johansson and net. And Johansson will soup it up cleanly once more. Revolution ball, another shot, they score. Up the floor went James Riley. And it's now 3-1 as Riley beats Victoria Sloan for her first goal out of the afternoon on a man-up opportunity. Less than 5 to go now in the opening period. 3-1 the lead in favor of the Pups. And again, spinning and shooting and scoring is Riley. Back-to-back quick goals for James Riley, as this one comes right after we went back to even strength. 2 goals in less than a minute, and it's 3-2. Timeout called now by the Revolution following Riley's back-to-back. It's Nick Fox 3 and James Riley 2 as we head to the first timeout of the game with 4:31 to play in the first period. Four and a half to play in the first period. 3-2 the lead in favor of the Pups. As coming out of the Revolution timeout, it's Pup possession on the ensuing faceoff following Riley's second goal. Quinn facilitates a pass to the near faceoff circle and now out across as pulling it in and spinning free of some contact was Lizzie Hamill. And Hamill will see his shot go off the far glass in this near corner. The result in Revolution possession is Riley looking to be a 3-time goal scorer early on as he goes over the top of the back shoulder of Sloan, but Sloan was able to close the door right in the nick of time to keep this game at a 1-goal lead for the Pups. Both sides using their strengths on offense well so far. There's now a 3:40 to play, charging forward and nearly scoring as the back of the net moved, but no ball found the back of the net, says the official. Waiting to see who took the shot, and it was number 22 of the Pups and Tyler Kostak, fresh off the bench from his penalty, but unable to capitalize and make up for the man down goal. It'll stay 3-2 Pups as Kostak denied at the doorstep. 3:15 now to go in the first period. Chasing it down once more as yet another Pup beneath their own shot clock. Is now up the other end of the floor goes Rafferty. With no avails, he's whistled off due to a violation. Revolution ball the other direction instead. Nicholas Cost hovering around the blue line. Cost on the give. He finds James Riley. Riley in the nearest circle, pressured out. Riley charges forward beneath the shot clock, checking to the boards. Riley taken down, back to his feet instead now. Riley spinning, waiting for room. Riley looking to make something happen instead beneath the USA ball hockey flag still, and the ball finally jarred loose for the shot clock violation going against his Revolution. 2.5 to go in the first frame. Pup ball the other direction. James Lindsay pulls it in. Lindsay to the blue line, centering pass the front, another shot, and did it stay out? It did, as Nick Fox denied at the doorstep by another sliding Sid Johansson save. Ball nearly played off the boards on one hop by Strelene, who chases it down, took a shot to his side. Also sidestep toward his own bench, but he will stay on the floor. as a violation was called against the Pups to give possession right back to the Revolution. Revolution ball, centering feed, shot on target, loose in the crease, and kept out again by the Pups. As making the save was Sloan. Scott McMillan took the shot on target, and now a giveaway on the other end as Caleb Oswari couldn't get the pass cleanly to his teammate, and instead James Rowley takes it away for the Revolution. Rowley, the shot, it went off the pad in the post behind Sloan, but the Pups stay in front by 1. Sloan pounces on the loose ball, and finally we can take a breath as Victoria Sloan had 3 strong stops there in the crease, and the last one, the most important, able to slide in front of the whip. So an interesting update here after the Sloan save. A penalty was announced on a delayed call. Quick shot now, one hop behind Sloan off the back netting. And it'll be a pup ball, but the Pups will be down a man for the next 4 minutes and 30 seconds as Oswari gets a 5-minute major for butt ending. So a big loss there for the Pups. As with less than 35 seconds now to go in the first period, there'll be a man down for a large chunk of that second frame as well, barring a few early goals. Quinn now wraps around, shot, they score! A man down goal for the Pups as Sean Quinn Jr. dives out on the outskirts of the crease and beats Sid Johansson to his right side. 4-2 the score as the clock will tick off its dying seconds in the opening frame. Man down goal for Quinn. 3:49 will remain on what will now be a 3-minute 43-second man down for the Pups to begin the second period of play. A 90-second break before the second period is underway, but it's a 4-2 lead for the Pups, led by a hat trick by Nick Fox. To the score in favor of the Pups is now the Revolution have climbed back into it. They've scored 2 of the last 3 in the game, cutting the lead back to 2. Looking to continue their offensive momentum into the second frame. A quick shot off the post and in. A big rip from the far side. And it comes from the stick of Scott McMillan to make it 4-3. Second man up goal of the game as well for the Revolution. as they will remain a man up for the next 3 minutes following a 5-minute major on a sorority for butt ending. They're going against the Pups, who have scored a man down goal on that penalty as well. New goalie in net for the Pups on the other end of the floor as Chase Beal will come in relief of Victoria Sloan, who only conceded 2 goals in her first 15 minutes of work this afternoon. A little more than a minute gone in the second period. 4-3 lead for the Pups. Another shot ripped on goal. The save is again made by Sid Johansson. Now up the floor again comes Revolution. Jack Gerzebek checks into the boards. Is now Nick Fox in an extra contact there. Gerzebek couldn't corral it, and the Pups come streaking in the other direction. Pup ball, quick shot, saved Johansson initially. It rattled in and out, and it does stay out as the net came off its posts. And we'll have the ground ball sent out wide. Minute 50 to play on the man up for the Revolution. Another shot could tie this game at 4. 4-3 the score currently stands. Another shot on target, but again deflected wide by Beal. Another chance in front. Sliding opportunity, and again another save made by Beal as McMillan denied the opportunity at his second. Another one pushed high off the glass. Rebound comes right back to a Pup as lofted all the way back down toward Nick Fox. Fox with nobody else there in the area will chase one down. Fox now plays it, looking for an opportunity on Sid Johansson. It does not come for the moment. Now Fox on target, and now Sid Johansson again with a kick save as he goes to his legs along the floor. 1:05 and ticking to play in the second period on that man up. And now man down from the Pup perspective as the Pups are on it. The final minute now of that penalty has come about. Pup ball is looking for a lane in as Sean Quinn. Quinn back and forth with Rafferty. Rafferty looking for Nick Fox. Fox couldn't bring it in cleanly, and the Revolution head the other direction. Streaking in with a one-hop shot, another score. Revolution goal, it's Tyler Fulk to make it 4-4 as Fulk goes 5-hole on Beal. The final seconds of the penalty will now come off the clock as we're back to 5-on-5 full strength. 11:20 to play in the second period. Now a 4-4 game. The Revolution come out plus 1 goal on the penalty. They scored 2 but concede 1 man down goal in those 5 minutes. But the job is completed. They gain the goal with a man advantage. Tied up there in front of the Pup bench was number 24 in Lindsay, as he had contact with Riley, but no call comes as Riley will take it the other way following a shot missed from Lindsay. Riley on the kick out, played by McMillan. Scott McMillan from the far blue line. McMillan takes a check behind him, fires a shot off the pad of Beal and off the roof, so it'll be out of play. A delayed call will go against the Pups here, sprinting out of his own net with Sid Johansson. Two-minute bench minor for an illegal substitution now coming against the Pups. That was the delayed call. 4-4 the score currently stands with a minute 50 seconds for the Revolution here to possibly take the lead. It'll be their first lead of the game after conceding 3 straight goals to Nick Fox to begin the afternoon. They've scored 4 of the last 5. Can they make it 5 of the last 6 here? And a shot pushed wide of the opportune Beal as Freer took it. And the rebound will go all the way back down past Riley and beyond the Pup bench. Riley's on it, shot clock to 5. The shot pushed off the mark, it goes into the corner. Taking a look at it was McMaster, and nothing comes of it. As with less than 10 to go, it'll be Pup ball. The pass goes to Fox. Fox behind the back, chance. It's denied by Johansson, who closes the door as well in front of the net. And now heading the direction once more on the Revolution. Gerzebek pulls it in. Gerzabek across the floor. He finds McMillan. McMillan plays it around the blue line between the circles. McMillan on the give. McMillan finds Nicholas Koss. Koss pushes that one wide. And it'll go all the way down the far boards. And it's played by the stick of Johansson. Sid Johansson lofts one all the way down. It's off the back glass as well. And it'll be pup ball following the shot clock violation on the Revolution. Even at 4 with 9 to go in the second period. Final 25 seconds to play, and the man down for the Pups. But to no matter as Nick Fox, yet again at the doorstep, capitalizes for goal number 4 of his afternoon. His first since the 9-minute mark of the first period. And he makes it a 5-4 Pup lead. Timeout called by the Revolution at 8:30 in the second period. 5-4 the lead in favor of the Pups. 4 of those goals coming from Nick Fox, as he had a 15-minute break in between his third and fourth, but still with that 4-goal mark. He'll be back in a moment. 1-goal lead for the Pups. On the ensuing faceoff following timeouts, Revolution ball, quick faceoff win, the shot pushed wide, as staying strong in net was Beal. And it'll come all the way back to the Pup offense on the attack. Lost the ball there with Solomon Hess. And the Revolution defense take it away. 8 to go in the second period this time. Revolution ball through the midline. Team in blue and white trying to make something happen here and even the score yet again with an answer from Nick Fox. Pass to the near side. Chase Beal, a correction, that's Connor Freer, wrong number 2. As Freer beat Beal initially, the ball was loose in the crease as Beal had left the doorstep wide open, but no goal comes about as he's able to clear the area in time. Pup ball the other way. Wayward pass looking for Quinn, but it comes up empty. And now the Pups head the other direction with time. Shot whipped on goal. Save made by Johansson. We're halfway through this one. 5-4 the lead in favor of the Pups. The Revolution with a chance to answer here back on offense. Jack Gerzabek pulls it in, and Gerzabek will send that one out of play on one hop and miscommunication with a fresh pair of legs to the bench. And go off the back of the Pups bench, ironically. The Pup offense will take over. Ryan Rafferty begins the fresh possession. Rafferty charges, shot, save made. Johansson, did the ball get through? It did not, as Rafferty was ready for a possible rebound between the legs of Johansson, but the Revolution netminder stands strong. Pass to the middle for McMaster, comes up empty. McMaster couldn't corral it, and taking it away is Fox. Fox to the blue line between the circles, a shot on target, and again save made by Johansson. And so play that one at the board as Jaden Cox pulls it in. Cox to the near side. Cox to center step. Tied up. Cox just taken down. Now the ball jarred loose. It's deemed a clean play as Quinn had the contact. Quinn and Nick Fox to the far side of the floor. Cox has some extra pushes after the play now. As the pass goes to Fox. Fox in front of the Roman Catholic sign puts a shot over the left shoulder of Johansson. And it'll go all the way back down around the near side. Quinn with some contact with the official as well. And that Revolution player tied up on the other end. Ball knocked up in the air and over Brent Beal. And now pulled in. A shot almost beating Johansson, who was off his mark there and left the window open. But again, no capitalization from the Pup offense. And the Revolution looked to see another day, only down by 1. Nicholas Koss around the blue line. Koss to the far side. Favor nearly returned, but thinking better of it was Alec Fleming. It is Scott McMillan. McMillan with a shot, saved by Beal. The rebound comes to Freer. Connor Freer, double teamed in the near corner. Freer trying to go against Quinn. He does. The ball jarred loose. Shot clock violation against the Revolution. And Quinn with some words after the play. Nick Fox looking for goal number 5, and he's got it. Fox on one hop. He goes 5-hole through the legs of Sid Johansson. He has goal number 5 on the afternoon, and it's 6-4 Pups. On the tie-up, it's Pup ball, hovering around the midline. Rafferty pulls it in. Rafferty double pump, now gives it back for Beal. Beal out of cross, diving in, opportunity, and another goal for the Pups. Beal on a great set. And the diving Pup in the crease, who stayed out of the crease, was Lindsay. So Lindsay gets his first goal of the game, and now a game-high 3-goal lead for the Pups to make it 7-4. Following the face-off in the main circle, it's Riley and Revolution. Ball is Rodley with the backwards pass to come up nowhere. Now Strelin streaking in, and another goal! 3 goals in 90 seconds for the Pups, and the lead is now 4 just like that. Andrew Strelin makes it 8-4, and with 3:40 to go, the Pups are on a rampage. Another face-off win for the Pups following the goal. 3:15 to play in the second period. Rafferty takes it. Rafferty on the pump. Giving it back now. Rafferty has it in the near circle. Underhand shot, 5-hole, another goal. Solomon Hess gets between the legs this time. And it's 9-4 with 4 goals in the last 3 minutes for the Pup offense. The Revolution desperately needs some momentum back in their favor following 5 straight Pup goals and 4 in the last 4 minutes. Pups ball again following the face-off win. The pass, the shot, one hop shot, and it's kicked away by Johansson. That's a big save to get his head back in the right space, as he has allowed goals on 4 straight shots preceding that opportunity. Shot clock to 5 now for the Pups, charging for another shot wide of Johansson. The rebound put off the glass by the Revolution, and Nicholas Cost to the midline. Cost spins away, and now will pull back and wait for some help. Less than 2 to go in the second period. Cost feeds Fleming. Now McMillan. McMillan on the give, across the floor, finds Freer. Freer to the midline. Freer's shot blocked by a Pup. It'll come popping all the way back in around the midline. Chasing it down is Freer yet again. He smacked a little bit too hard. It gets by Johansson. But instead it'll be Revolution ball nonetheless. Taking it is now Riley, who couldn't crowd cleanly either. And now streaking into the net is another Pup. A shot. They score! Reese Childs on the attack. Makes it 10-4 Pups as they've scored 6 straight. And correction, that's Allen with the goal, line number 6. But Allen makes it 10-4 with 50 seconds to play in the second period. On the face-off, it is Revolution ball to get credit for the draw win. Jack Gerzabak pulls it in. Gerzebek up the floor, plays it off the boards. Nick Fox tracks it down. Fox charges, shooting, saving is Johansson. And he scoops up a loose ball in the crease, but unable to do it cleanly. He tried to scoop it up. The ball was jarred loose. Lindsay had it for a moment, and now all time will stop with 19:5 on the game clock. So they're going to catch Nick Fox for interference. 2-minute minor against him. And maybe this is a spark the Revolution need heading into the second intermission. 19.5 seconds separate them from that second break and a 6-goal deficit heading into said break. Riley between the circles, double team, now pressured out. Riley gets the return feed. Around the horn they go. A shot pushed wide. It'll go all the way back down toward Johansson. Last chance at the horn. Johansson winds and fires and blocked down. Second chance at the other aid, and it nearly went home. Incredible awareness by Solomon. Has to get the ball into his stick following an attempted to clear there for Johansson and launch one toward the net, but it's just off the mark. And the score will remain 10-4 Pups heading into the second break. 1:15 to play, or 1:15 remaining in this intermission, before 15 minutes remain in regulation time with a 10-4 Pup lead in the second intermission. $15 minutes to play in regulation time. 10-4 the lead in favor of the Pups through the first 30 minutes of play here in Game 2 of this Wednesday night doubleheader. Game 1 was won by the Thunder 14-2 over the Edge as they improved to 2-0 on the season. The Edge up to 1-1. Both of these teams looking to get their first win of the regular season as the Revolution and Pups each enter with a record of 0-1 to their name. On the tie-up, it's deemed Revolution ball, an early jump there from Reuter in the main circle. Matthew Reuter to be specific. And again, Revolution will take possession. Around the horn they go with McMaster. McMaster, the top of the nearest circle, kicking one out, looking for Riley. He pulls it in. Riley, a shot on target. Ball still loose in the crease. And finally pouncing on it will be Beal, who will come in net for the Pups. Revolution ball as they come across the midline still. A little bit high of a pass there as it goes over the head of McMaster. McMaster couldn't pull it in. And now Quinn tries to do the same for the Pups. He does so successfully. And the Pup defense clears the area. Powering his way in is Ryan Quinn. Quinn with a shot, denied. And it goes out of play. Last touch by Quinn. It'll be Revolution ball as Johansson will make the stop on that last opportunity. James Riley now tries it. Riley on the give to Reese. Back and forth with Riley, excuse me, as one up behind the back play goes off the boards and the Roman Catholic sign. As now the Pups come streaking in with it. Another shot on target and a goal. Solomon Hess streaking forward. He beats again to the left shoulder of Johansson, and it's 11-4. On the tie-up, it's Revolution ball. Riley gives for Cox. Cox credit for getting cleanly, and so Riley has loose change in the corner. Riley peels away with it. Riley now returns the favor. Cox drives in. Pressured and takes a big check into the boards there on the far side. That's Freer now, as Freer an underhand look looking for Cox up against the far boards, but could not get it cleanly. Pup ball on the far end of the floor up against the June sign, those far boards. Lindsay has it. Lindsay spins back, quick shot, sliding save Johansson. Ball kicked loose on the outskirts of the crease, and now Rafferty pulls it in. A stick goes up high, no call stems from it, as George Grippo will now try to chase it down. He does so successfully there. Grippo whips one on target, and again saved by Johansson. Grippo tries it again this time, kicks it out wide. Centering feet for Nick Fox comes up empty, and so the Revolution forces to chase it down. A penalty on Fox, now long killed, as yet again the Pup defense comes up strong, only conceding 2 total man-down goals today. They're both coming on 1 5-minute major penalty. Nick Fox hawks down a ground ball, and Fox comes across the midline with possession of it. Fox on the give. Back and forth around the blue line. Tracks it down, and now an underhand pass to the far side for Ryan Quinn. Quinn recovers, a shot, they score. Quinn connects with Lizzie Hamill, and Lizzie Hamill gets his second point of the afternoon, his first goal to make it 12-4 Pups. Another face-off still fought forward. Is sent in toward Beal in net for the Pups. Ball still loose. Neither side has gotten clean possession just yet following that face-off. Ball still loose now as Beal will send that one wide to the corner. Lofted up in the air and now out of play as neither side gets clean possession, but the last touch is deemed to have been by a Revolution player. I wonder if you can call the Revolution players individually founding fathers. It'd be kind of interesting. So we'll address that later, maybe for next week, whenever the next game is. But Lindsay and the Pups, that one's definitely strong as Lindsay finds Allen. Allen, a shot on target. Save made by Johansson. The rebound loose on the outskirts of the crease. Pulled in again by Lindsay. Underhand shot. Kick save Johansson. Ball still loose now beneath the shot clock. Pried away. In front. Another goal. Following a back-and-forth scramble with Lizzie Hamill for the second consecutive shot. And it's now a 13-4 lead for the Pups. Less than 9 to go down the third period. The Revolution running low on time. A quick shot that's caught in the pads of Beal. Another save made by the Pup goaltender. Pump fake. And now pass around the horn. Played by Kostak. And Kostak with a pass is deflected off a Revolution player, Nicholas Cost. Cost tried to corral it. He couldn't do that. And a rebound played off the boards by a Pup again in a Raftery. And it lined up all the way back down the other end of the floor. And trickling now behind the Beal who's on it. Revolution ball on the far side of the floor. Charging forward is Freer yet again. Freer checking to the glass. Freer trying to get away. He still can't. Now dives in. Freer puts one off the mark behind the Beal. And he's played off the glass in front of the scorer's table. And now given right back to Nick Fox just to play it off one hop off his own glass. Fox in the middle, and a good opportunity there for the Pups, denied by Joe Hansen. The shot came from Ryan Quinn. And now being overled there with Sebastian Hamilton trying to check up, lost his stick as well. And so the Pups will bring it in without much of an issue. Lindsay takes it on one hop. Lindsay to the main line. Underhand chance for Nick Fox in front, denied by Joe Hansen, as Fox looking for goal number 6 on his day. Timeout called by the Revolution and Joe Hansen. 7:08 to play in the third period. 13-4 the lead in favor of the Pups. And we'll see if they can put the finishing touches on a dominant victory. Seven minutes to play in the third period. 13-4 the lead. Again in favor of the Pups. Revolution running low on time, looking to capitalize here. As the pass goes across to Koss in the main circle. Koss, a shot. Save made by Beal. Second chance to another Revolution player, and again tied up. Pup ball as the ball jarred loose following the hard check into the boards there above the Roman Catholic sign into that top glass. Now the ball given to Quinn, who fired that one a little off the mark of Johansson. And the rebound will be tracked down by Lindsay. Lindsay and Hess now around the main circle, but Lindsay behind the back play finds Allen. Diving chance in front between the legs, but not through, as Johansson had that one go under his outstretched foot, but not into the back of the net. Ball lifted up in the air, nearly hitting the highway, but not enough. Actually, not at all, as it would have launched a dead ball, but instead nothing coming of it. As the Revolution offense looking to get something going here, but they have a turnover as the Pups take the other direction. Aswari to the midline. Aswari on the give, a shot, and another score for Hess. Aswari on the assist, and Solomon Hess gets his third goal in the last 15 minutes of play. He joins Fox as the two players with hat tricks, and it's 14-4 Pups. Off the tie-up, it's again possession to the Revolution. A shot on target by Riley. Save made by Beal, who stands strong in net. And now Barlock to the blue line, sends one out wide to the far boards. Barlock feeds. Now Sutter stepping and looking for room here for the Pups is Kostak, and Kostak scores. 15-4 Pups, as Kostak now again adds to his total with his second of the day. absolutely nothing going for the Revolution here as they've conceded 11 straight goals since the 11:42 mark of the second period. They have not scored since that mark. Riley wins the draw again for the Revolution, but the face-off wins have usually come up empty so far. Unfortunate for the team in blue and white. Nick Fox streaking in. Fox on the top of the post. It stayed out as again robbed by inches of goal number 6. And Fox due to a step in the crease there behind the net. And the ball is sent the other way. McMaster to the blue line. McMaster out across. Shot on target. Again, a save made by Beal. .345 to play in the third. Hamill cuts to the midline along the far boards. Hamill on the give for Quinn. Quinn between the circles. Now fires to Grippo. Grippo in front. Chance for Charlene. Pushed it wide. And nearly hits the ceiling. It'll come back down harmlessly. But the shot clock violation is Revolution ball. Johansson tried to feed the man right in front of him in fear, but Freer couldn't bring it in cleanly. Now pass out wide, charging in, shot saved off the shoulder pad of Johansson, and the Revolution will come away with it yet again. Under 3 to go in the third. Freer to the corner. Freer an underhand pass to Cost. Nicholas Cost whips one on target, and it is caught between the leg pads of Beal. It stays out, and the score stays 15-4. Now the other way for Hess, another save made by Johansson, who again throws his upper body at the ball, and it's enough to knock the ball loose. Hess hovering around the blue line, out to the other end of the floor. Center step, charging forward, shot, they score again, and it's goal number 16. And Ryan Raftery gets his first. So an absolute rout for the Pups here tonight of the Revolution. 16-4, the score now stands with less than 2 to go in regulation time. So the Pups will improve to 1-1 on the season. The Revolution fall to 0-2 to begin their campaign. As a face-off win this time for the Pups. Lindsay tracks it down. He finds Fox. Fox kicks to the corner. Favor returned almost leads to Lindsay. Instead, it's kept and held on to, and now given to Lindsay. As moving around with it was Tyler Kostak for a moment. Charging forward and firing a shot. One hop off the far glass and netting out of the play. Shooting it was Lindsay. And now Johansson will play up the boards for the Revolution. Freer takes it in his stick. 1:10 to play in the third. Freer up the floor. And Freer will now wait for some help in the far corner. Freer at the top of the near circle. Now behind the net for the Revolution. Quick shot. It is saved by Beal. The net moved, but it was kept out by Beal. As Beal looking to pitch a shutout here in the third period. 40 seconds away from doing just that. The ball is still loose. Pulled in now. Charging forward and scoring for the Pups is number 88 in Oswari. (17-4) Pups, and we'll see if that will draw about a formal concession, and it will, as the final seconds will tick off the clock. A rough one for the Revolution, but the Pups come out strong and bounce back in a big way. 17-4 the final score with the Revolution, and the Pups even themselves at 1-1 on the season. Their 2 winners this evening. The Thunder take down the Edge 14-2, and the Revolution take down the Pups. The Pups take down the Revolution 17-4, each in 45 minutes of play. Strong games for most offensive players on the Pups, but Nick Fox leading the way with 5 goals scored across the first 2 periods. And overall, very well done game for the Pups. We'll see you next week as, again, the final score is 14-2 Thunder and 17-4 Pups over the Revolution here on the Wednesday night doubleheader at Rizzo Rink. I'm Caden Stewart signing off. Thank you all for listening and have a good night.